Well, good morning, good evening, good afternoon. The name's Defender, and welcome to Kingdom Hearts 2 Final Mix. Developed by Square Enix and originally released for the Sony PlayStation 2 in 2007. Kingdom Hearts 2 Final Mix is essentially the updated version of Kingdom Hearts 2. No surprises there. But the amount of stuff that was added was staggering. Seriously, this is the definitive way to play Kingdom Hearts 2 these days. There's no reason to go back to the original version. But Kingdom Hearts 2 carries on where Chain of Memories left off, actually, and is regarded as the best and most popular in the series, at least from the discourse that I've seen on the internet. But, you know, it is the internet, so take that with a grain of salt. Just like with the other games, I have played the original Kingdom Hearts 2 a whole bunch, but I have not played Final Mix before, so this is going to be another interesting journey. But enough about that. Oh, right, difficulty. You know what, this is my first time on Final Mix, so you know what, I'm going to stick with Proud mode. That should work just fine. Yes, I want vibration. Although, unfortunately, just like with pretty much everything else in the Kingdom Hearts series, if you are watching the archive, there's not going to be an intro here, because Disney hates fun, and they don't want me to play the song even though I present literally no threat to their billion-dollar empire. Cool. So, yes, that is unfortunate, but anyway. Let's get started, shall we?
You have arrived. I've been to see him. He looks a lot like you. I'm what's left. Or maybe I'm all there ever was. My name is of no importance. What about you? Do you remember your true name?
Sora? Whoa! Give me a break, guy.
Giving up already? If there are any other worlds out there, why did we end up on this one?
This world has been connected,
What? Who's there?
tied to the darkness.
Sora, don't ever change.
The door has opened.
What?
You understand nothing.
Sora...
Another dream about him.
Welcome to Twilight Town. The first day.
Man, doesn't that tick you off?
Yeah, that's just wrong.
Cypher's gone too far this time.
I mean, it's true that stuff's been stolen around town, and we've got a score to settle with Cypher and everything. So, if he wants to think we did it, I can't really blame him. See, that's not what really bugs me. What really bugs me is that he's going around telling everybody we're the thieves. Now the whole town and their mothers are treating us like the Klepto Club. Have you ever been this ticked off before in your life? 'Cause I haven't. Nuh-uh. Never. Now, what to do? Well...
We could find the real thieves. That would set the record straight. Hey, that sounds fun.
But what about Cypher?
First, we gotta clear our names. Once we find the real culprit, everyone will get off our backs. Oh no! They're gone! Are gone! What?
All are gone? Huh? Huh?
You can't say... Why not?
But you do understand what I'm saying, right? Are gone. Stolen. And not just the word. They stole it too.
What kind of thief is that? Cypher could never have pulled that off.
Yeah.
All right, time for some recon.
Huh?
His heart is returning. Doubtless he'll awaken very soon.
Huh?
Roxas, come on.
Darn cutscene went so long my controller disconnected. Now, I know that was like a huge amount of stuff that we just saw. It'll all come into focus eventually, I promise. Move the left stick to make Roxas run. Tilt it slightly to make Roxas walk. Jump with the circle button. Approach the armor shop. If you can't remember what to do next, press the options button to confirm your objective. So yeah, we are not playing as Sora at the start. We are playing as Roxas in Twilight Town. Now, I imagine that there were probably two groups of people when this game first came out. The people who played Chain of Memories and the people who didn't. The people who did play Chain of Memories were probably wondering, why are we in Twilight Town with this guy? What could happen? What's gonna happen? This is exciting. And the people who didn't play Chain of Memories were like, what? Who are you? You're not Sora. And thus, even more confusion than normal was there. But yeah, this is the infamous Twilight Town opening of Kingdom Hearts 2. It's very polarizing. There's been a lot of opinions on it. Lots of people say that it was an absolutely brilliant moment that perfectly set up the rest of Kingdom Hearts 2. Others say that it went on for way too long and basically killed any momentum the game could have had. I will admit, it's definitely a bold move to start you off as, not the guy you were playing for the previous two games, so I respect the initiative in doing something like this. But yeah, what the game was just telling us there was about the reaction commands. So, Kingdom Hearts 2 was the first game to use the triangle button as your kind of interact button. Get close to something, and the action will pop up. Reaction commands appear in various situations and are very helpful. Use reaction commands whenever possible. Will do. Kitty! Move the camera with the right stick. Press the R3 button to return it to its default position. Press R1 to lock onto specific things. When locked onto something, the camera will automatically follow the target. So yeah, this is just teaching us about basic navigation. You know how a tutorial goes. So yeah, how's everybody doing on this Saturday night? I hope everyone's doing just fine. I know that this is a very peculiar time and everything, but well, you know, sometimes life just finds a way. Locking on is useful when following a target. The camera can be controlled while locked on. Press R1 again to cancel.
Thieves.
That was low, you know?
Oh, yeah?
Nice comeback there, Blondie.
What'd you say?
You can give us back the... now.
Yeah, you're the only ones who would take it, you know?
That was undeniable proof that we totally owned you, lamers. So what did you do? Burn it? Not that we need some... to prove that you're losers.
Replay.
Now you're talking. I guess if you get on your knees and beg, maybe I'll let it slide.
Roxas!
Well, things might be a little different for now, but at least one thing is constant. Hitting things with a big stick usually solves your problems. Yes, I know. Oh yeah, we'll see about that. So, as you can see, there are 3 different weapons we can pick up. Each one looks a little different from the rest. This one looks like a staff. So, I know what you're thinking. If you've played Kingdom Hearts 1, you're probably thinking, oh, this lets me determine, like, my stats and abilities. No, that will come later. The club that you pick here will just give you a stat bonus based on which one you choose. The one on the left will give you +1 to your magic, and not in terms of your max MP, but instead an actual magic stat which determines how much damage your magic does. The middle club will boost your defense by 1, and the right club will boost your strength by 1. I'm gonna pick strength. Your morale has increased.
Roxas, focus.
The gauge in the bottom right is the HP gauge. You lose HP when damage is taken, and the battle is over when HP reaches 0. The blue gauge in the bottom right is the MP gauge. It holds mysterious power that is not yet available. When you approach a target, a yellow mark will appear. Press the X button to attack. After hitting an enemy with an attack, continue attacking to unleash powerful combos. Press X successfully. Counter an enemy attack with your own to parry and nullify the attack. This action is also useful in a defensive stance.
Come on. Quit playing around and fight.
But yeah, Cypher is your tutorial fight.
Neo, loser.
Just remember to lock onto him with the R1 button, and then just hit him. The fight will continue whether or not your HP runs out, but, you know, it's the tutorial fight. When his HP gets low, Cypher will perform this jumping lunge. Just run to the side and you'll evade it. No trouble at all.
Cypher's not feeling so hot, you know?
Tournament decides.
Whoa!
What was that?
The thief?
Well, we better give chase. You can move into a first-person mode by pressing the, like the touchpad. This is the PS4 version of the game, by the way, so that's why I've got all these commands. But yeah, unlike in Kingdom Hearts 1, you can actually move around while in first person, which is super nice. I mean, you shouldn't be in first person most of the time unless you're actively looking around, but it's a nice quality of life thing. Alright, well, let's approach this sentient white jumpsuit. Oh, that's not good. Fight the mysterious enemy. So this fight will introduce us to battle reaction commands. This particular enemy, which, spoiler alert, is called a Dusk, will give you the reversal reaction command. Press triangle when appropriate, and you'll spin around and confuse the Dusk. As you can see, it likes to float around in this very mysterious, ethereal manner. However, it's pretty slow to attack, so as long as you stay on the move, you'll be fine.
It's no use. What? What is this thing?
This is no time to be sweating the details. So yeah, now that we have the Keyblade, we'll actually be able to hit this thing. When it does this little slither on the ground, you can evade the attack by jumping over it. You can also get him into a stun lock if you just do a 2-hit combo and then press triangle for reversal. It's quite nice. Get close to grab orbs dropped by enemies when defeated. Yellow orbs increase money and green orbs restore health.
What's this?
I was his first customer after he took over the shop. So we took a picture together.
It's a really nice photo. Oh,
Hey, you just said photo.
So, Roxas, tell us about the picture thief.
Not much to say. The pictures were just lying there.
Then how do we prove we weren't the ones who took them? It's a girl.
you look happy, Roxas.
Do not. So, like, anybody else notice that all the stolen pictures are of Roxas?
Oh, so that's why everyone thought it was us.
And Cypher didn't go around accusing us after all.
Are they really all of me? Yep.
See?
Look,
Right? Every single one. Wouldn't it be weird if the thief wanted to steal the real Roxas or something?
Come on, get serious. Why would anyone want to steal a bonehead like Roxas?
Oh, thanks. Where am I? Who's there? Who are you?
Restoration at 12%.
And thus the intrigue rises.
Organization miscreants. They found us.
But why would the nobodies steal photographs?
Both are nothing but data to them. The fools could never tell the difference. We are running out of time. Namine must make haste.
Where am I? What happened to my home? My island? Riku! Kai... Who are you?
They will come at you out of nowhere, as long as you continue to wield the Keyblade.
Hey, why don't you come with us? We can go to other worlds on our vessel.
Sora, go with them, especially if you want to find your friends.
Name's Goofy.
I'm Sora. I'll go with you guys.
The Heartless have great fear of the Keyblade.
That's right. The Keyblade.
So, this is the key.
But the boy is a problem. He found one of the keyholes.
A Keyblade?
The second day.
A Keyblade. What was that about? Oh. Sorry about that.
Definitely not weird at all that that guy was standing there, you know, in the black cloak. Nothing suspicious at all. Move along.
Thanks. Do you guys think we'll always be together like this?
I sure hope so.
Huh? Where did that come from?
Well, you know, just thinking out loud.
Well, I doubt we could be together forever. But isn't that what growing up's all about? What's important isn't how often we see each other, but how often we think about each other. Right?
Get that off a fortune cookie?
That's it. No more ice cream for you. Man, today's turning out to be a drag.
Maybe because of yesterday's memory thief.
Nuh-uh. You know what it is? We don't want summer vacation to be over, that's all. So, how about this? We all go to the beach. And why do we go to the beach? Because we haven't gone once this entire vacation. Blue seas, blue skies. Let's just get on the train and go. No? Oh, come on.
Maybe you forgot, but we're broke.
Maybe you forgot I'm smart.
I did, actually. Could you jog my memory? Approach the light for the save reaction command to appear. Press triangle to open a save menu that allows you to save your game. Also, I love this line of dialogue here, which indicates that save points are real objects that, like, exist and that can be seen. So, is this like a phantom sight situation where only the protagonist is capable of seeing save points? Or are they just a thing that everyone can see in this universe and nobody else points them out? I don't know, I always thought that line of dialogue was really funny. But yeah, no, we can save our progress. Also, that was just my test file while I've got my settings in shape. There are many other save points beside this one. Make good use of them as they restore Roxas's HP and MP. But yeah, as you can definitely see, the intro to Kingdom Hearts 2 definitely takes its time. There's definitely an elegance to that, but I can also understand why some people might just want to get to the hitty-bashy part. Let's see, still can't open that. I think we'll be very close to it. Oh, sometimes you can find a skateboard. And you can use it for increased mobility, which is quite nice. You can also pull off a few tricks as well. Nothing all that special, but it's neat. Anyway, let's get down to business.
Just 2 days to go. You and I have to make the finals. That way, no matter who wins, the 4 of us split the prize.
Okay, you're on. You two are gonna clean up.
Go get him.
It's a promise.
I just said that. Also, voice crack. Oh, now that you say it, now I want like a soft, chewy pretzel. Darn it, now I'm hungry. Oh well. The main menu can be opened with the Options button. View status and money and change configuration settings. The menu cannot be opened during battle. Roxas' journal contains hints of what to do next and past events. Alright, so, yep, we got our pause menu now. Let's see, here are our current stats. Offensively, we're pretty good, but defensively, we could use some work. It's alright with me. Let's see, not much else. So, this day is all about odd jobs. So there are 2 help wanted boards, one right here, and one in the tram common that was actually next to the little boy we had talked to previously. So yeah, this is just a bunch of short mini-games that you do for cash. Now, I know that the dialogue said that technically you needed to collect 800 money in order to progress, but you can actually get away with just getting 50 money and then calling it quits, so, you know. There is that, but unfortunately, there is a bonus depending on how much money you collect through this. If you get... Actually, I have my handy-dandy notes right here. So from 50 to 640 money earned, you get no bonus ability points. From 650 to 1040 money earned, you get 1 bonus ability point. And for 1050 money and above, you get 2 bonus ability points. Now, you will have ways of increasing your max AP later, both through level ups and something else, but especially in the early game, the extra AP is very nice. So, I'm just gonna grind this minigame, the mail delivery, because it is incredibly short. So yeah, you just skate down the hill, deliver 5 letters to these 5 recipients, and you get paid. And funnily enough, you have to do this in under 20 seconds just to get the most money you can get, 50. The reason I'm not going to get any more, I'm going for the 2 AP, but I'm not going to go much further above that, just because no matter how much money you earn, you actually get none of it to keep, so it's just not very valuable. And I know there are a bunch of other mini games to play, but honestly, this is easily the fastest way of getting where you need to go. There is one job that pays out 100 money per success if you do it well enough, but That one takes significantly longer, and in the time you can do one of those to get 100 money, you could probably do this one at least 2, maybe even 3 times. So, and plus it's significantly easier. Gotta show off my impressive menuing skills. So I guess while we're doing this, I can talk about my history with Kingdom Hearts 2. So I was, in fact, one of those people who had played both the original and Chain of Memories before Kingdom Hearts 2 had come out. So I was actually one of the lucky ones who was mostly prepared for what this game was going to deliver. But needless to say, I was suitably blown away when I first played Kingdom Hearts 2. As I'm sure most people were, because it is a great game. I've definitely made this opinion known before. While I do think, while Kingdom Hearts 1 is my personal favorite in the series, I can absolutely agree that Kingdom Hearts 2 basically improves. It's the better game overall. It just is. But honestly, there's so many improvements that it's kind of almost unfathomable. Like, the core content of Kingdom Hearts is great. It always has been. But in Kingdom Hearts 1, it could definitely be seen as a little simple and unrefined. It's what I've referred to as first game syndrome. You know, the first game in what would eventually become a very popular, beloved series. You know, certainly can be good and have its fans, no doubt about it, but it's usually not the one that most people would point to as the best in the series. Like, pretty much any big franchise has this. I mean, like, just look at the Super Mario series. Super Mario Bros. Was an incredibly groundbreaking game in its day, and is still fun to play today, I would say, but I don't think you're going to see many people say that Super Mario Bros. Is better than, like, Super Mario Bros. 3 or Super Mario World. Same thing with, like, the Ratchet & Clank franchise. The original Ratchet & Clank on PS2 was a good game, but it wasn't until Going Commando introduced the RPG elements and really tightened up the controls that, you know, that series exploded. You know, it's that kind of thing. Everyone has to start somewhere. And that's oftentimes why it's really frustrating to see these, you know, one-off games that maybe they're a bit niche, but really have their dedicated fans. And if they could have just gotten a sequel to refine that good idea into something even better. But unfortunately, it doesn't always work that way. It's a real shame. Also, I like how we have to keep delivering these letters to the exact same people. I'm just imagining that, like, everyone's letters keep blowing away, and it's just we have to keep redelivering them. It's very funny. Also, how much money are we at now? 700. Okay, so we started at 150, so we're at 550. All right, well, we're halfway there. Halfway there. Halfway there. Let's see, I could talk about some of the differences between Final Mix and Kingdom Hearts 2, the original. Well, okay, like PS2 Final Mix and this, because, well, there are actually quite a few. One of the first things is that Roxas's voice is actually a little different in his combat. It's kind of hard to describe without being able to play the sound clips back to back, but in Vanilla KH2, Roxas sounds much more aggressive, angrier in his attacks. I don't know, it just... I don't think he sounds bad here, but I do think that extra, like, aggression kind of ties into something that we'll see a little later, so... Let's see, in terms of other differences, so far not really anything major to talk about. I mean, okay, originally Disney Interactive Games was previously known as Buena Vista Games, and that was, you actually saw their logo on the PS2 Kingdom Hearts 2. But they no longer exist, so the logo had to be changed. And also, like, in the introduction, so, but, you know, you didn't see because Disney hates me. And me specifically. I don't know what I did. You know what, it was probably because I said that I wasn't really much of a Disney kid, which I know is kind of hard to believe, but it's true. Like, you know, I definitely watched some Disney movies, you know, I was not unaware of who they were, but I don't know, Disney was not as big a part of my childhood as it was for probably most people, which is a little weird to say, but it's true. 950, so we're at 800. Keep going a little further. See, this is the nice thing about doing this, because if I was just doing this normally, I wouldn't be talking and discussing things, but I've got you all here with me, so thanks for helping me keep me sane. Ooh, under 8 seconds, nice. Yeah, as you can see, once you get the pattern down, it's very easy to do. $10.50, so that's 900. So yeah, we gotta get to 1,200 total, I think. Oh, that's right. One other thing is that in Vanilla KH2, there was no critical mode. Yeah, critical mode was something that was added to Final Mix, which is pretty interesting, because it seems like most people these days only play KH2 on critical mode. I would like to attempt it at some point, but not right now, because this is my first time through Final Mix, and yes, I do have plenty of experience in Vanilla KH2, but I'm certain there are significant differences between... I mean, yes, I know of some of the differences. But in terms of all the minutiae and details, that I'm still a little hazy on, so I'm still really looking forward to this. I gotta say, so far, all of my replays of the Kingdom Hearts series, like in the Final Mix... Oh, I didn't give the letter to that guy, come on. There we go. Where was I? Right. All of my replays in the Kingdom Hearts series so far, KH1 and Chain of Memories, in the versions that I had not played before, have been really fun. It has been honestly quite refreshing. Oh, I think I got all the money I needed. To see these games in a way that I've never played before. And that's a really special thing, because you can only play a game your first time once. So it's definitely something special to be treasured, so it's nice to be able to, at least in some capacity, relive that first time. Anyways, is this enough? Yes, we can buy a watermelon. Okay. That's the prompt that we're looking for. You become quite dexterous, plus 2 AP. Nice.
Nice work, everyone. Added to what we started with, we now have... Ta-da! 5,000 money!
Sweet!
Let's get tickets.
We can't be together forever, so we better make the time we do have something to remember. Huh? Gotcha!
Obtain the money pouch, a handmade pouch. It contains 5,000 hard-earned money. Well, I mean, it was hard-earned from me. Ow.
Huh?
Huh? What?
Roxas! 3 minutes!
Okay.
Four students.
Roxas, the money. Wait. No.
Huh? He took it.
Where are you going?
Remember when I fell? I had the money before that. I bet that guy took it.
Guy? He couldn't have gotten too far.
What are you talking about? There was no guy.
Huh? But there wasn't? Really? Oh, boy. There wasn't anyone there?
It's melting.
Sorry.
Cheer up already.
That was definitely weird, though.
Strange.
You said it.
Can you feel Sora?
Can you feel Sora?
Restoration at 28%.
Namine. Hurry.
Things are definitely getting weird around here.
Is it really that hard to make a beach?
We'd be giving the enemy another entry point.
And this?
We can always buy some sea salt ice cream. Objects from that town must be kept out of the real world. You can delete that.
Real world? What? What's going on here?
As the key bearer, you must already know. One must not meddle in the affairs of other worlds.
So many places I want to see. I know I'll get there someday.
Thus, I do hereby dub the junior heroes.
Hey, what do you mean, junior heroes?
You rookies still don't understand what it takes to be a true hero.
I wish for your freedom, Genie.
Ow!
Sally, why didn't I listen to you?
Don't feel bad, Jack. We'll come up with another plan for Halloween. Next time, we'll do it together.
Power!
I have Mushu! Or are you too cool to play them now that you have the Keyblade?
Riku? What are you doing here? Did you find her? I still can't believe it. I really flew. Wait till I tell Kai. I wonder if she'll believe me. Probably not. I'm searching too.
For your light. Don't lose sight of it.
Sora, where are you going?
I'm gonna go look for my friends. They're waiting for me. Well, where are Donald and Goofy?
Instead of worrying about them, you should be asking about her.
Who are you? Huh?
The third day. Well, we got another save point, so let's use it. And yep, all our money is gone. Bummer.
Hey.
Morning.
Huh?
Hello, Roxas.
Hi. And you are...
I wanted to meet you at least once.
me?
Yes, you.
Olette dragged me along to go shopping.
Hey, you wanna come with us?
Wait. Did you just see that? He's stalling.
Very well then. We'll see you later, Roxas. Okay?
Yeah. Did she go to that haunted mansion?
Do you just have a haunted mansion in town? That's kind of cool.
Huh? Let me go!
Hey, chicken wuss.
Who's that?
I don't know, but they've already crossed the line. Find a weapon.
Fight the mysterious enemy. Alright, well, this will just be a repeat. And, well, we don't have the Keyblade, so we'll just have to swing. Short hop to victory. Alright, we did it.
Not good.
Roxas! Use the Keyblade!
Huh?
Oh. Well, it wouldn't be a Kingdom Hearts game without a dive to the heart, now would it? So this is the important choice. The sword, the staff, or the shield. Just like before, picking it will set your destiny. Unlike in Kingdom Hearts 1 though, you actually choose very little when doing this. The only thing that you determine is your ability list, i.e. the order in which you will learn abilities. So if you reach the maximum level, you'll get every ability, so you don't have to worry about that. But like your stat growth and most of the abilities you learn are predetermined. I'll be able to show that better in just a moment. But let's go with, you know what, it's on brand. Gotta go with the shield. The shield is sturdy. A shield like this could block just about anything. Is protection important? Let me read the descriptions for the others. Just looking at this blade seems to give you strength. Is strength important? The staff seems mystical, like just holding it would grant you wisdom. Is wisdom important? Receive the power of the Guardian. Well, let's put this thing to work. Defeat all of the mysterious enemies. What you may see is that the reversal will even stun other dusks in the area, which is nice. Got hit, but that's fine. So yeah, the 2-hit then reversal combo is really strong. Roxas learned aerial recovery. Roxas has gained the use of abilities. Equip abilities from the main menu. After winning important battles, you level up, increasing various parameters and learning new attacks. You can also level up by getting experience from defeating enemies. When you're having a tough time with enemies, level Roxas up before moving on. Alright. When an ability is equipped, the character will power up. There are many types of abilities with many effects. Abilities cost AP to equip and can be equipped until the AP gauge is full. From ability, select the character you would like to equip abilities for, select an ability, then select equip to equip the chosen ability. So yeah, every ability requires ability points. You can unequip an ability to get the ability points back, which is nice. So we have aerial recovery, quickly regain balance with circle when knocked down. So what you just saw there was a get bonus. After completing certain objectives and, sorry, what's the word that I'm thinking of? Scripted fights, you will get abilities sometimes. These abilities are predetermined based on which scripted fight it is. So, you will always get aerial recovery after defeating the Dusks after choosing your weapon, so that's kind of the thing that I was referring to previously. A lot of your abilities are learned through get bonuses, which means they are predetermined. Which is a little unfortunate, because it means that a lot of the customization and variability in your gameplay has been stripped out. It's more consistent, which is definitely, it can be a good thing, but I don't know, it's just, it's give and take. But we also have an ability via the Keyblade, damage control, halves damage taken at critical moments. Very nice. Actually, once we open this, we get a potion. The items command has been added. Use the D-pad to select items and press X. Select the item to use and press X. Press L1 and X for a shortcut. This setting can be changed in the main menu. From here on, when HP becomes 0, it's game over. Make sure to restore HP when HP gets low. So yeah, you can use your shortcuts with the L1 button. This will also tell us about auto-reloading. When an item is consumed, this will automatically re-equip the same item. The item will be equipped after battle. From Customize, select the character to set this command with, select an item, and set auto-reload on. So yeah, in items, you can toggle auto-reload, which basically means that at the end of a fight, if you have that item in your stock, you will automatically replenish it without having to go into the menu, which is nice. Unfortunately, we only have one potion, so we're just going to keep it. Also, potions restore a percentage of the target's HP, instead of just a fixed amount. We also have the Kingdom Key. A keychain attached to the Keyblade, halves damage taken in critical situations. This is actually different. In Vanilla, the Kingdom Key has the Defender ability, which just boosts your defense when you're in danger. Here, you just flat out take half damage. So yeah, nice little buff. Currently have nothing in stock. But of course we can equip items and also armor and accessories. So unlike before, your equipables have actually split into two different things, armor and accessories. Armor generally boosts your defense, while accessories generally boost your offensive capabilities. Though of course, there are exceptions. We only have aerial recovery, so we can't do anything else. We can also customize. And what's neat is that unlike in Kingdom Hearts 1, you can set items to shortcuts, and you have access to all of the face buttons with your shortcuts. However, this does mean that you cannot jump while the menu is open. You can jump and then open the shortcut menu, but you cannot jump while you have your shortcuts pulled up. Alright, well, let's make use of this save point and keep going. But yeah, there's just a couple of dusks along the way. We'll just take care of them, because we need all the experience we can get. Oh, I got a potion. Nice. Roxas's defense went up. Got a potion. Also, what's nice is that in items, they now stack if you have the same one equipped. So it's not like you have potion, 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 ether, potion. Now you just have, you know, them all stacked up, which is quite nice. Just give them the old run around. Or I guess it would be the slide around in this case. Aha! Gotta make sure I don't accidentally slide into the door. I don't think I can, but I don't really want to find out. I do know that the enemies around here respawn a fair amount, so if you need some more experience, you can just kind of go back into the previous room and grind for a bit. Because we actually have ourselves a big ol' boss fight here. The first of many. It's the Twilight Thorn. Use reaction commands and defeat the mysterious enemy. So yeah, this fight is going to introduce us to the more cinematic reaction commands of boss fights. Just wait for the right moment, then hit him with key counter. After you're thrown here, wait for the right opportunity for Lunar Salt. Then if we just wait a quick moment, wait for it, Break Raid. And Roxas is dead. Nah, he's alright. Alright, now let's start hitting him. Alright. Dodge over the sweeping attack. And you can use the reversal command to fly into the air so that you can hit his head? Yeah, things are gonna get mighty ridiculous. Like, okay, saying that Kingdom Hearts wasn't ridiculous before is clearly wrong, but, this is gonna get extra wacky and cinematic here. And also spawn these little guys. These are creepers. Creepers are pretty pathetic. They're essentially, you know, weak. They can turn into a spear, which is a little annoying, but they're mostly just going to be a nice source of HP and experience, provided I don't die. Ah. Look, give me your HP. Thank you. Proud mode doesn't play around. Also, I'm doing this so that I can get more experience to level up, because I'm going to need all the help I can get. Roxas' strength and max AP went up. That's some good damage. Ow! I'm just gonna use this. Hey, items do you no good if you don't use them. Keep up with them, Roxas. Keep bending through the air, defying all known laws of physics and aviation. Roxas' max HP went up and he learned Guard!
My name is Naminé. Roxas, do you remember your true name?
Say no more, Naminé.
But if no one tells him, Roxas will...
It's best he doesn't know the truth.
Hey, you're that pickpocket.
Whoa! Cypher, strike a pose, you know?
How's this?
That's totally perfect, you know? How about one more, you know?
What's that for?
Keepsake.
Those freaks in the white jumpsuits are gone, you know?
Cakewalk.
What were those things?
Outsiders, that's what. And if they don't wise up to the rules around here, I might have to take disciplinary measures.
Oh yeah, Cypher's always looking after the town, you know?
Wait up!
Hey, no chickening out of the tournament tomorrow.
We'll be waiting, you know?
So, you hung out with Cypher's gang today? No, it's not like that. Oh yeah. How was the beach? Wasn't that today?
We didn't go. It wouldn't be the same without you, right?
Sorry. Hey, how about we go tomorrow? We could get those pretzels and...
I promised I'd be somewhere.
Oh. Oh.
You and I have to make the finals. That way, no matter who wins, the four of us split the prize.
Okay, you're on. You two are gonna clean up.
Go get him.
It's a promise. I'm out of here.
Restoration at 48%.
Was that nominee made of data?
No. Namine hijacked the data herself. Look what she's done now. She's totally beyond my control.
Calm down.
It doesn't matter. As long as Namine accomplishes her goal, we needn't worry about what befalls Roxas.
It's up to me. Only the Keyblade Master can open the secret door and change the world.
Well, I'm not gonna betray Sora either.
My friends are my power.
So, your heart won this battle.
It is I, and some. Lead me into everlasting darkness!
Sora! Forget it. There's no way you're taking Kairi's heart. Kairi.
We may never meet again, but we'll never forget each other.
No matter where we are, our hearts will bring us together again.
Take this. It's my lucky charm. Be sure to bring it back to me.
Don't worry, I will.
Promise? Don't ever forget. Wherever you go, I'm always with you.
Right. Promise. What a mess.
The fourth day.
Who are you gonna root for?
Both of them, silly.
Ladies and gentlemen, struggle fiends of Twilight Town, it's time for summer's most sizzling clash. That's right, today is the day for the struggle and title match. Who will be the one to break through the ranks and take on our champion Setzer?
Cypher! You know?
And who will leave today as our new struggle champion?
Hainer! Roxas!
Yes, the crowd is fired up, so you know what comes next. Let's
Hey now, it's time to introduce today's combatants. The 4 bad boys who struggled their way through the preliminaries. Regular finalist and head of the Twilight Disciplinary Committee, Cypher. Completely out of nowhere. Who knew he'd make it so far this year? Vivi! An underground favorite and local attitude problem, Hainer! It's his first trip to the finals. and struggler number 4, who happens to be my absolute favorite customer, Roxas! So, who will win this sweltering summer struggle? Who will take home the grand prize? The summa cum laude of struggle, the 4 Crystal Trophy! And a chance to take on our defending champion, Setzer! It won't be long now, folks. I suggest our challengers go over the official struggle rules before we begin.
Alright, well, this is literally our tournament arc. That's a creepy laugh you got there, Vivi. I'm just gonna go over here nice and safe. But yeah, we can go and buy items, should we so want to. We'll just wait for now. Go ahead and save our progress. Alright, ooh, you know what? I should equip the ability we got. Guard. Blocks and shoots back enemy attacks using a parrying action with Square. So yeah, unlike in Kingdom Hearts 1, everyone now has Guard early on, which is quite nice. Way. Let's see, 80. I got 2 potions, I'll be fine. Yeah, I'd better listen. Okie dokie. Still creepy, good to know. So, if you want, you can actually go into the back alley, where you'll find Cypher and his gang. If you're feeling up to it, you can challenge Cypher to a fight.
Neo, loser.
The cramped environment can make things a little tougher, but not really.
So long. Isn't this romantic? Isn't this romantic?
The only difference is that defeating Cypher earns you 13 experience points, which is nice. This will be the only way you can get experience for a little bit. So yeah, if you want to grind, just keep going back between the back alley and the sand lot until you reach level 4. Or whatever level you want. But I think I'm not going to do that. Let's get started.
Hey, sorry about yesterday.
What? You still worried about that? You need to learn to let that stuff go.
I've got a lot on my mind.
Sorry, man. Wait, what am I sorry for?
Our first match of today's struggle tournament will be between Roxas and his best friend, Hayner.
Alright, so this is a pretty easy fight. So, as the promoter mentioned, and as will be explained here, battle an opponent for control of 200 orbs. Whoever has the most orbs at the end is the winner. Attack the opponent to make them drop orbs. Watch the opponent's movements and counter them. Whenever possible, don't let the enemy counterattack, and one strategy is to run around until time runs out.
Ready, Roxas?
So yeah, Hayner actually has a decent amount of HP, but you can use your handy new guard ability to protect yourself. It doesn't matter by how much you're winning. As long as you have more orbs, you will win. The match will also automatically end if you collect all 200 orbs, or if your opponent does so as well. It is possible to KO your opponent if you deal enough damage. They'll then give you a really good opportunity to knock more orbs from them, and they won't be able to run around and pick up more orbs.
How's this?
Ugh.
How's this? How could I lose?
That's alright though, we still won by a landslide.
And the winner is Roxas! Not even friendship will slow this kid down, and Hayner put up a great fight too.
Can't believe Hayner's dead.
I lost. Oh, I can't believe it. I guess I taught you well.
I had a lot of fun fighting you.
Yeah, well, I didn't, wise guy.
Hey, let's find a way to cheer you up.
Nah, that's all right.
Out of the way.
You in a rush to lose?
Well, that's not unsettling at all.
Don't mess with your elders.
Whoa! Just look at those sparks fly. I guess Cypher didn't expect to fight one of his own boys.
When did Vivi get so tough?
You're mine.
I'm not sure what just happened. But the winner is Vivi in a positively blistering comeback.
That's not Vivi.
Huh?
Thrash him.
Just the hat poking out. That's some sinister energy right there.
It looks like Cypher's withdrawn from the struggle for third place.
So I'm in third now? Oh, baby!
Alright, well, this should be interesting. You're still weirding me out there. Alright, let's go ahead and save. Deplete all of your opponent's HP for a big opportunity. Oh, interesting. Bring items. If you run out of HP, you lose. Okay. Interesting. I'd never even bothered to check. Yeah, we can pretty much explore the rest of the town. If we want more items, we can just get more items by, you know, engaging in commerce. So yeah, we can buy potions. We can also buy tents, which fully restore the party's HP and MP, but usable only from the menu. That'd be great if we actually, like, had teammates. Let's see, we're already here. I don't think... Yeah, you can also grind on lips and railings and stuff. It's quite nice. I don't think there are any treasure chests around here. No, doesn't really look like it. I got 2 potions, I should be fine. You know what, let's see if Cypher and his gang have any more dialogue. I don't think they do. Alright, fine. You want more violence? I'll give you violence.
Don't leave me hanging now.
What, are you afraid of me?
So long. Isn't this romantic?
That's fine.
Leave me hanging now.
And we win. Now I'm just looking for more experience. You don't say anything else after losing again. Alright, let's do this thing. I'm ready, let's get started.
Keep it clean, fellas.
And now, the match you've been waiting for. Roxas versus Vivi!
So Vivi is definitely craftier than Hayner, with lots of ways to, like, magnify his club and stuff. However, as long as you keep on the offensive, you'll be fine, as he has a surprisingly short range. His HP is also much lower than Hayner's. Yeah, all your fancy rolling won't get you anywhere if you don't have more orbs than I do. Ow! Oh, Vivi's out. Good. You can also hit a downed opponent to knock more orbs from them. I think I already said that. Uh-oh. More dusks.
Again?
Again, don't sweat the details, Roxas. This is Kingdom Hearts. Just swing your big stick around until everything that isn't you is dead. It's one of the few universal truths in this series, you know? Ooh, 8 experience now. Lucky me. Nice.
Roxas. All right. Fight, fight, fight. You really don't remember. It's me. You know, Axel.
Axel?
Talk about blank with a capital B. Man, oh man. Even the Dusks aren't gonna crack this one.
Wait a sec. Tell me what's going on.
This town is his creation, right? Which means we don't have time for a Q&A. You're coming with me, conscious or not. Then you'll hear the story. Uh-oh.
What's going on?
Number 13, Roxas. The Keyblade's chosen one.
Okay, fine. You asked for it.
Oh, this is gonna be good.
That's more like it.
Well, it's Axel. Ow. Holy cow, that's a lot of damage. Uh-oh. No, I'm good. I'm just gonna use this. Take that! I'm good. No, I'll ring your bell, though. Roxas learns Scan.
So it was you.
Roxas! This man speaks nonsense.
Roxas! Don't let him deceive you!
Roxas!
Roxas!
Roxas! Roxas! Roxas!
Painter! Pence! Olette!
What? What just happened?
Huh? How did I get here? Roxas!
Ladies and gentlemen, Roxas, our new top struggler!
Alright then. Also, Scan was a learned ability. Oh, hold on, more cutscene.
Roxas?
Roxas, it's starting!
Sorry, what I was gonna say is that Scan was a learned ability that you got from leveling up in Vanilla KH2. But here, it's a get bonus from that fight. You actually didn't get anything originally. So yeah, inspects the current target's HP, so now we can see enemy HP gauges. Very nice. Go ahead and save our progress. I'm at what, 30 experience points to level up? Yes. Let's see if there's any new dialogue. There probably is. No, actually there is not. Alright. Well, in that case, let's just go ahead and win this championship, shall we? Let's do it!
You two, play fair now. You're at the top of the bracket.
There's only room for one appeal.
Well, may the best man win.
Hey, Rucksack. How about you throw the match for me?
Roxas! Focus!
Let me win, and I'll make it worth your while.
Get real.
Roxas, our underdog hero, versus Setzer, our defending champion. The winner of this match will be the true champion. That's bragging rights for a whole year, folks.
Whatever you think is right, you're wrong. And that is a big mistake.
We'll see about that.
My life is a chip in the pie.
Alright. So you do actually get something if you throw this fight. However, it's not very good. You get the medal, which is an accessory that boosts your strength by 1 point. And believe me, there are way better accessories you can get than that. Honestly, however Setzer became champion is very up for debate. Because he is not very good.
This isn't what we agreed on.
We didn't agree upon anything.
Are you scared of me?
Yeah. What? Yeah.
Ow! That's alright, I still win.
Are you scared of me? I'm not supposed to lose.
You're not the one with plot armor here, buddy. That's me.
Roxas!
Yeah, get out of here with your Phoenix Wright looking point. You'll never be as good as he is.
You did it!
That was awesome, Roxas!
For defeating Setzer, you get the Champion Belt. Increases fire, blizzard, and thunder resistance. You also obtain the Struggle Trophy. Trophy from the Struggle Tournament. It is decorated with 4 crystals.
Oh,
Yes, stare directly at the sun.
Promised. Thanks a ton, Roxas.
One more treasure for us to share.
I've got a present too, for all of us.
Whoa.
Well, Roxas is dead. Alright, thanks for watching, everybody. It was a good stream.
Kyrie, wait up! Hey, do you feel like going out to the island? Titus and Walk are all wrapped up in their ball game, and they won't go with me.
Not today. Sorry.
Aw, why not?
Do you remember those boys who used to hang out with us?
Riku?
Yeah.
I wonder whatever happened to him. I sure miss him.
He's far away. But I know we'll see him again.
Sure. Of course we will.
And the other boy?
What other boy?
The one who was with Riku and me all the time. We played together on that island. His voice always used to be there, and now it's gone. I can't think of his face or his name. I feel awful about it. So I told myself, I'm not going to the island until I remember everything about him.
Are you sure you didn't make him up?
Nominate? Nominate. What's happening to me?
Who are you? And that's not my name. I'm Kairi.
Kairi. I know you. You're that girl he likes.
Who? Please, a name.
I'm Roxas.
Okay, Roxas. But can you tell me his name?
You don't remember my name? Thanks a lot, Kairi. Okay, I guess I can give you a hint. Starts with an S.
Are you okay? Kairi? What's that?
A letter. I wrote it yesterday. To the boy I can't remember. I said that no matter where he is, I'll find him. One day. And when I stopped writing, I remembered we made a promise. Something important. This letter is where it starts, I know it.
Wow. I hope he gets it.
He will. Starts with an S. Right? Sora?
Restoration at 79%.
His progress is astounding.
So, what happened?
Namine's encounter with Roxas put his heart in contact with Kairi's. And that in turn affected Sora. You see?
Namine. She's a wonder.
She wasn't born like other nobodies. She can interfere with the hearts and memories of Sora and those aligned with him.
But whose nobody is she?
I could tell you. But first, perhaps you could tell me your true name.
It's Ansem.
It's an honor, Ansem.
No way! It's too soon. You can't seriously get rid of him.
It's an order. Why do you hesitate? You who has been ruthless towards those who turn their backs on the organization.
But it's not like that. He didn't betray us. He can't come back.
If he doesn't return, you know what you must do. or you will face the consequences.
So you'll turn me into a dusk. All right, I'll do it, if that's what you want.
So that scene was not in Vanilla Cage 2. Cool.
I'm dreaming. But which parts were the dream?
The 5th day.
Only 3 days left of summer vacation, so don't even mention that assignment.
But we agreed we'd get it finished today.
Yesterday, I fell off the station tower, didn't I?
You wouldn't be here if you did.
But man, that was a close one.
Stop changing the subject.
Okay already. You win. We'll do the homework. Stupid independent study. So, anybody got any bright ideas for a topic?
Maybe we could study the stuff that's happening to me. You know, the dreams and the guys in white.
Forget it.
Why?
You know, things have been weird with you in the town since the photos were stolen, right?
Well, tomorrow, we're all gonna search the town and find out what's been going on.
Lots of people are helping out.
All that for me? I'll go get some ice cream.
All right, to the station. Go ahead and save our progress. See what the journal has to say. Well, we got the Champion's Belt, which we can equip as armor. And it gives us fire, blizzard, and thunder resistance. Nice. That'll come in handy. So yeah, if you're still looking to grind for some experience, you can find Cypher in the Sandlot. I can't turn it down.
Neo, loser! Don't leave me hanging now.
Your attack was so slow that my guard failed.
Yeah, so long. So long.
Nice. He sure is a sore loser, isn't he? But yeah, if you still need some money for items, you can do the side games if you want. I am gonna fight him one more time.
Neo, loser. Don't leave me hanging.
Just so that we can get to... We will actually be in one little fight today with some experience, so this will get us to where we need to go.
Isn't this romantic? Isn't this romantic? So long.
Nice. So we need to do what Pence said and just make our way to the train station. Actually, hold on. Do you sell anything now? No. That's alright.
The time has come. Our hunt for the Seven Wonders begins. Whoa. Find new rumors already?
Nothing on Market Street.
You twerps aren't gonna scoop us. We're going to the terrace with you.
Hayner, it's not a race.
Well, it is now.
Come on, we can all go.
Once again, Roxas has been robbed.
Roulette, hurry!
Huh. Aren't these the steps you talked about? The ones that count different going up and down?
Actually, it's the stupidest thing ever, but...
What?
Rai's the one who counted. He's like, every time I count, it's different. You know?
Oh.
So, he just counted wrong?
Hey, no worries.
Alright. Town line free of charge. Nice. Oh, we can actually go right back. And I think, actually, if we do so... Yeah, there's some treasure chests here. This is gonna be embarrassing, but I didn't actually know that there was treasure here. I got a potion. I don't think it's very much, but hey, you know, free stuff is free stuff. That's a high potion. And another regular potion. And there's another save point here. See, I am going to put the high potion away for now. All right, well, let's investigate. So yeah, these are the mysterious Seven Wonders. So yeah, we just gotta investigate all of them and prove or disprove them. And then, of course, most importantly, find some treasure. Thankfully, we can jump onto the tram because, you know, we're just the best. Obtained an ability ring. Cool. Slightly increases max AP. Well, hey. I feel more able already. I must say, Twilight Town is a really soothing, comforting place. Just, you know, the eternal twilight, the lovely music, the warm glow of the sunset. It's fantastic. Search the back wall. We just gotta avoid being hit with balls. Alright, we did it. Sure, I guess. So we'll just keep looking around. I have to admit, this looks iffy in there. Oh, you have to investigate. You can't actually go in normally. Huh, alright. Weird. Oh, it's Vivi. Sup? Oh, there's a lot more of you than I remember. I'm not drunk, am I? No, there's definitely 3 Vivis standing here. Defeat the Vivis. Thankfully, they all have very low HP. Oh, interesting. These guys used to give you 1 experience point when you defeat them. They don't do that anymore. That's a bummer. I was kind of banking on it. But we did it. Very strange. Oh. Well, guess there's really not much else here. There's no treasure as well. Oh, we can go back in now. Nice. Cool. I found a high potion. And a plain old potion. What's up with this waterfall? It's a waterfall in a video game, so that must mean there's something important. Oh, hello. Face and defeat the Shadow Roxas. So yeah, it'll just attack you with the same kind of swings and combos that you normally use. It's pretty easy, just, you know, just keep hitting yourself until you win. Alright. This is going great. Oh. Alright, let's head to the final rumor. I just used my sheer 6 feet vertical jump. I wish I could jump that high. I don't think there's any treasure here. What's in the bag? Oh, hello. Oh, it's alive. Oh dear. Try to stop the bag from moving by jumping on it. Okay. So yeah, just jump on the bag. When it runs towards a trash can, wait for the reaction command, then jump over it. Deplete the stamina gauge to win. Ugh. I must not have healed from my previous fight, because that was a lot of damage. And we win. I knew you could triumph over the sack, Roxas. Oh, it's a dog. Oh, it's a data dog. Well, that all kind of stunk.
You know, that last wonder wasn't exactly wonderful.
I understand. Say no more. But this next one's gonna be really great. Wonder number 6.
We got another lead.
The ghost train mystery.
Everybody knows about wonder number 6.
Well, I don't.
Yeah, well, I didn't.
That's what I said.
Did you find out where the train runs?
You can see it from Sunset Hill.
Well, let's go there. Seven misunderstandings. Yeah, pretty much. Well, I mean, we know that there are a bit more. Also, I'm just going into first person, just for a little variety.
If the rumors are true, it'll be here any minute.
For they say the train is empty. No driver, no conductor, no passengers, no return.
We've got to make it to the beach next year.
Yeah, we better get jobs the second vacation starts.
Good afternoon, slackers. What are you doing out here?
What do you care?
I don't. Tell me anyway.
We're waiting for the ghost train.
Waiting for the ghost train. Why does looking at you always tick me off?
I don't know. Maybe it's destiny.
Destiny? In that case, let's be friends. I don't feel like cooperating with destiny.
When have you ever cooperated with anything?
Cypher!
I know. Tomorrow.
Look!
It's real.
It's really true. And there's really no one aboard. What's the catch? There's gotta be a catch, right? Then it's real? Let's go to the station. Let's go in. What?
You'll get hurt.
Huh?
The train will be arriving shortly.
Roxas, I hate to say it, but I think you're full-blown delusional at this point. Well, actually, that's not true. We know what's going on, but Roxas probably feels like he's going delusional.
Come on.
A train came from the beach. There was no driver, right?
Let's go.
Right?
Let's go home and work on the paper.
The rumors were bogus. The end.
We can still make it sound good if we write about all the work we did.
But what about the last one? The seventh wonder?
Who cares?
I do. Come on, Pence.
Whatever.
Roxas.
It's at that haunted mansion.
Well, let's go to the haunted mansion then. You can't just say it's at that haunted mansion, completely monotone and uninterested. Alright, fine. I will. Don't mind me, I'm just gonna literally fly on my skateboard. Even Tony Hawk can't compete with moves like this. Like, I don't even think in Tony Hawk's Pro Skater you jump up that high with an ollie. It's kind of nuts. I wonder if anyone's actually put, like, Twilight Town into the Tony Hawk's Pro Skater engine. Probably someone has. The internet is full of industrious people.
You know something? Whoa. We were gonna check the mansion out tomorrow. It is the most suspicious place.
Right.
Even Cypher's gang was gonna help.
Cypher?
Yeah, Hayner asked him to.
So, what are we looking for?
Well, they say there's a girl who appears at the second floor window, even though no one's lived here for years.
And now here comes some serious plot.
Roxas.
Namine? This is... me? And Axel's here too.
You are best friends.
Very funny.
Don't you want to know the truth? About who you really are?
No one knows me better than me.
Of course.
But I don't get what's been happening lately.
You know these three, don't you?
Yeah. Sora, Donald, and Goofy. They're from the dreams.
About a year ago, some things happened. And I had to take apart the memories chained together in Sora's heart. But now, I'm putting them all back exactly the way they were. It's taken me a long time, but pretty soon, Sora will be his old self again. The process has been affecting you too, Roxas.
You mean the dreams?
Yes. You and Sora are connected. And in order for Sora to become completely whole again, he needs you.
Me? What for?
You hold half of what he is. He needs you, Roxas.
Namine? Namine. Who are you?
I'm a witch, with power over Sora's memories and those around him.
A witch?
That's what Diz called me. But I don't know why I have this power. I just do. I'm not even sure there's a right way for me to use it.
I can't help you there. It's funny. Suddenly, I feel like I don't know myself at all. I guess I would like to know. What do you know about me that I don't?
You were never supposed to exist, Roxas.
What? How could you even say such a thing? Even if it were true.
I'm sorry. I guess some things really are better left unsaid.
Roxas! Roxas!
Huh?
Did you see her?
Yeah. Watch the window. Closely.
Ah, lame. That's just the curtains moving. There must be a draft somewhere. I'm surprised this old place even has curtains.
Yeah.
Well, let's head back to the usual spot. Hayner and Olette are waiting.
Hey guys, how'd it go?
The girl in the window turned out to be a curtain flapping in the wind.
I figured as much. The report's already done.
All right.
So, wanna go find Hayner? He's probably at the station. You know, we only have 2 more days together.
Huh?
Summer vacation, remember?
Oh. Right.
Tomorrow, we search the town.
Next day's the fair.
The last day of summer.
Don't say that. You'll give me an ulcer.
Not if you explode from all that ice cream first.
Why did you show him the train?
Because he missed the trip to the beach.
That's almost kind of you.
No. What about you? Are the holes in your memory starting to fill in?
Yes. The haze is clearing.
The same thing is happening to everyone who had ties to Sora. Very soon, to them, he'd be like a good friend who's gone away for a year.
I've waited, and now I want to know. What is it that you want?
Revenge.
Revenge?
Now for the finishing touches. First, we must dispose of Namine. She did a splendid job with Sora, but it's high time she disappeared. Roxas isn't the only one who was never meant to exist. Take care of it, Ansem.
Restoration at 97%.
Gorge, is that all that's left of the worlds taken by the Heartless?
Those worlds will be restored if we beat Ansem, right? But if we do beat him, and all these worlds become restored and disconnected, what's gonna happen to this place, and to us?
All worlds begin in darkness, and all so end. The heart is no different. You see, darkness is the heart's true essence.
That's not true! The heart may be weak, and sometimes it may even give in. But I've learned that deep down there's a light that never goes out.
Kingdom Hearts! Fill me with the power of darkness!
You're wrong. I know now, without a doubt, Kingdom Hearts is light!
Now, Sora, let's close this door for good.
Take care of her.
Kairi!
Sora!
Kairi! Remember what you said before? I'm always with you too. I'll come back to you. I promise!
I know you will!
Now what do we do? We've got to find Riku and King Mickey.
But, where do we start looking for that there door to the light?
You know?
Gorge, that's the king's seal!
Hey, have you seen King Mickey? Let's go!
And of course, everything cuts out before Castle Oblivion.
I've been to see him. He looks a lot like you.
Who are you?
have the Keyblade. Shut up.
The 6th day.
Man, I could not sleep last night. Guys? Huh?
What the? Well, now everything's going bananas. What is going on here? Well, we're gonna get our answers today.
Look at what it's come to. I've been given these icky orders to destroy you if you refuse to come back with me.
We're best friends, right?
Sure, but I'm not getting turned into a dusk for... Wait a sec. You remember now?
Yeah.
Great! But, you know, gotta make sure and all, so, what's our boss's name? Oh, can't believe this.
Defeat all of the strange enemies. Tension's definitely rising now. Roxas's defense went up. We've got new enemies. These are assassins. Assassins like to dip into the ground and strike you when you're not paying attention. Thankfully, though, if you hit them quickly, you'll be fine.
Roxas, to the mansion. The time has come.
Hayner! Pence! Olette!
I don't think that's gonna work this time, Roxas. Time has completely halted. Well, let's go.
The Roxas that I know is long gone. Fine. I see how it is.
Town is deserted. It's super quiet. And if you wander around, you'll find enemies. So yeah, if you're looking for an opportunity to grind money and experience, now is the time to do it. Got a potion. But yeah, you can actually, how much of the town can I explore? Okay, so I can't go up there, which is understandable. I know you can go to the sand lot. All right. But yeah, we'll finally get a chance to really lash out into the combat. This is a really nice tension release for all of the strangeness that's going on, and that's about to happen, because things are going to escalate very, very quickly. Unfortunately, all the shops are deserted, so we cannot purchase any items. We could go straight to the mansion, and I don't think I'm going to explore the entire town, but, you know, this is a good chance for some nice, juicy experience. I'm going to take advantage of it. Fabulous. I don't even have the skateboard anymore. I gotta walk everywhere. Bummer. Roxas' defense and max AP went up. Ow. So yeah, when they sink into the ground, they'll do this like kind of lunging attack, or they'll pop up like so. I want them to do the little attack just to show what it is. Look at a high potion, nice. Okay. But yeah, the town is really eerie without the music. That's the attack. Just a good guard or parry will knock them out of the ground and then let you counter. Let's see, yeah, I can go to the Sandlot, but there's just more enemies. Which, you know, I like fighting enemies, but I want to also make progress as well. I think there's more enemies that spawn by the hole? No, okay. And I know there's enemies that spawn in the woods, though. Use reversal to just keep the Dusks stunned while we deal with the assassin. Because the assassins are also capable of launching a kind of kamikaze attack, which hurts a lot and gets rid of them without giving you any experience. Which is the real crime here. Oh, is that it? I think there's more over here. Yep. Double assassin. Double ass. Ow, 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 ow. No, you're not about to do what you're about to do, okay? Ow! I'll take that HP, please. Okay. Ah, that's better. Yeah, any potions that we can pick up will be very helpful.
Don't call me and then lock me out.
Of course, a key. Well, here we are in the mansion. Yeah, we can't go back outside, so might as well just look around. Got some creepers here, no big deal. Okay. Let's head into this room right here. It's the dining room. Looks like something smashed through the table. Only a massive blast could have broken this. It was probably caused by you! Roxas' strength and defense went up. Oh, now I can finish off a creeper with a single combo. Nice. What? That didn't count. That's kind of underwhelming. That's the kamikaze attack. I did get a high potion, though. Found an elven bandana. And a potion. Slightly increases defense. The defense boost will be nice for now, because I don't think any of these enemies have elemental, affinities, which will be nice. Nice. Got a high potion. Got a regular potion. What's in here? Oh, this is that white room we were in before.
Your mind's made up?
Why did the Keyblade choose me? I have to know.
You can't turn on the organization!
Organization 13. They're a bad group.
Bad or good? I don't know. They're a group of incomplete people who wish to be whole. To that end, they're desperately searching for something.
What?
Kingdom Hearts. Funny?
It's just... I think I've been running away from the question I really want to ask. What's gonna happen to me now? Just tell me that. Nothing else really matters anymore.
You are...
Nominate.
There's no knowledge that has the power to change your fate.
Even if it doesn't, I want to know. I have the right to know.
A nobody doesn't have a right to know. Nor does it even have the right to be.
But what is a nobody?
Diz, we're out of time. Too many nobodies.
Roxas, nobodies like us are only half a person. You won't disappear. You'll be whole.
I'll disappear?
No further outbursts.
No, you won't disappear. You'll...
Wait!
Roxas, we will meet again. And then we can talk about everything. I may not know it's you, and you may not know it's me. But we will meet again. Someday soon. I promise.
Let her go! Nominate!
Obtain Nomine's sketches. Sketches left by Nomine. The drawings appear to have deep meaning. Obtain the mansion map. Also enjoy this nice chain of memories command window. That's a thing I haven't pointed out since there really wasn't a good opportunity to do so, but the command window will change based on where you are. Doesn't look like I can examine any of the sketches, which is okay, but we've got a save point. Let's see, I do think I want to try and get myself up to level 7 if possible. I was too slow. Well, actually, no, I was too fast. Give him a good old smack attack. There's a potion over there. Again, I'm There we go. Looks like parrying is a little easier than guarding. Well, not unless I do that. Got a potion. Another potion, nice. Let's see. I should be able to fight enough enemies in the next room to get to level 7, which will be good. Statue is staring at the floor. No. No enemies. Okay. I did get a high potion, though. Let's see. If that's the case, I'm gonna grind just a little bit. I like the way the assassin swims through the ground. It's quite graceful. Unfortunately, grace does not mean that I don't get to beat it up. Oh. Roxas' defense went up, and he learned Item Boost. Increases the effect done with healing items in the field by 50%. Oh, nice. So they actually tell you how much the boost is. In Vanilla KH2, it just told you increases the healing effect of items when used on the field. Nice. So my potions are now more potent. It's blocked and can't be opened. All right. Well, enough of this. Let's put a stop to this. Okay, there's no... It's completely blocked by pipes. Let's put an end to this.
Why do you have the Keyblade?
Shut up!
Will it work?
If we can maintain the simulated town until Namine finishes chaining together Sora's memories.
What will happen to Roxas?
He holds half of Sora's power within him. In the end, he'll have to give it back. Until then, he'll need another personality to throw off his pursuers.
Poor thing.
It's the fate of a nobody.
So all of this was a simulation. Fake. Well, I guess in that fit of rage, we hit the right thing to open the door. This probably won't ever work again. You don't know what this device is. This looks like someone's data. Alright, well, there's no turning back now. I am going to equip the champion belt, because that elemental resistance is going to come in real handy. Let's go ahead and save. To wherever this is. Defeat all of the strange enemies. You're out of here. All right, no problem.
Simply amazing, Roxas.
Axel.
You really do remember me this time. I'm so flattered! But you're too late!
Let's go out in a blaze of glory.
Come here, I'll make it all
This is the rematch with Axel. And he was definitely playing games with us last time. Use Overtaker, then Clear Light. This will extinguish the floor, and also give you a good opportunity to hit Axel. Burst Frontier. Yeah, Axel will sometimes jump into the flame circle, kind of like a thicket. You can use your lock-on, though, to determine where he is. If he's high up, jump over the shockwave. Overtaker. Clear Light. Sorry, Axel. Roxas's max HP went up.
You get on their bad side and they'll destroy you.
No one would miss me.
That's not true. I would.
Axel.
Let's meet again in the next life.
Yeah, I'll be waiting.
Silly. Just because you have a next life.
Well, let's go.
Donald. Goofy?
There's evidence this was used before. This hasn't been used in a while. Donald is sleeping inside. Goofy is sleeping inside. Seems only the power is on. This looks like it could still be used. Who built this and for what purpose? My thoughts exactly. Obtained a high potion. You know what's about to happen next.
At last, the Keyblade's chosen one.
Who are you talking to? Me? Or Sora?
To half of Sora, of course. You reside in darkness. What I need is someone who can move about the realm of light and destroy Organization 13.
Why? Who are you?
I am a servant of the world. And if I'm a servant, then you should consider yourself a tool at best.
Was that supposed to be a joke? 'Cause I'm not laughing!
My apologies. This is only a data-based projection. Come, over here.
I hate you so much.
You should share some of that hatred with Sora. He's far too nice for his own good.
No! My heart belongs to me! Sora. You're lucky. Looks like my summer vacation is over.
And so, where one story ends, another begins.
Sora! Who's there?
Sora, wake up!
Donald! Goofy!
That was some nap.
You mean we were asleep?
I guess we must have been, or I don't think we'd be so drowsy.
When do you think we went to sleep?
Let's see. We defeated Ansem.
Yep.
Restored peace to the world. Found Kairi. Oh yeah. And then we went to look for Riku. I think that's right so far.
Then what?
What does your journal say, Jiminy?
Gee, there's only one sentence. Thank Nominee. I wonder who that is. Well, what do you say we find out where we are?
Sounds good to me. Look at them. The boys are back. Sora, Donald, and Goofy are back in action. So yeah, now we can switch out party members. And unlike in Kingdom Hearts, you can do so from the menu. You don't need to do so from a save point, which is quite nice. Let's see. Donald has Donald Thunder and Donald Cure, which allows him to attack with Thunder or heal us. And Goofy has Goofy Bash and Item Boost. Very nice. Let's see. You know what? Let's get out of here first. You can now view the status of party members from the main menu. All of Roxas's abilities and money have been passed on to Sora. Jiminy's journal contains hints of what to do next and past events. So yeah, we're back in business. We cannot go back into the mansion, but we should check the courtyard first, because there are some treasure chests here, and we will not be able to come back to the mansion for a very, very, very long time. We got a mithril shard. That'll come in handy. I've got stuff to do. Just don't want to elaborate on that, Sora? Okay. Mithril shard, a fragment of mithril ore, a very common ingredient of item synthesis. Oh, and now we have more equipment. Nice. Let's see. Unfortunately, I'm gonna give you an ether tax, but that is okay, because I'm way more trustworthy of you with items in this game. Yeah, let's give you the bandana. Donald... Yeah, Donald, you take the champion belt. And here, have a potion. Let's see, customize. So yeah, use this item only in emergencies. Let's check the journal. So yeah, now we have way more access to things. So we've got our characters here, Sora, Donald, and Goofy. I think these pictures are different. I don't think these are the pictures used in Vanilla Cage 2. Weird. But yeah, now we have a new treasure guide, which will show us all the stuff we can pick up, which is quite nice, and a list of the maps we can pick up. So this is character links. This is very important. That's a new picture. Jiminy, that smile is creepy. Yeah, that was not the, Jiminy picture used in KH2. Vanilla, this is weird. Oh, also, I do kind of like that, we check characters. No. Yeah, the collection. We already know somehow that there are nobodies. Or, like, this group of enemies is called the nobodies. Which is pretty funny. But anyway, let's get on with it. But as you can tell, the background music has changed, because we are now in the real Twilight Town, not a digital Twilight Town.
You know, I think I've been to this town.
What's it called?
Guess I must have imagined it.
Oh, Sora, you don't even know the half of it. Which, I guess at this point in the timeline would be true. We've only had 2 games up until this point, so you literally don't know half of what happened.
What do you want?
Nothing. Just wondering what was back here.
Now you know. This is our spot.
What?
You're new around here, right? I'm Pence.
Hayner, nice to meet you. But we got stuff to do, so catch you later.
My name's Olette. Hey, did you finish up the summer homework yet? Independent studies are the worst, huh?
Homework?
Hey, what are your names?
Oh, sorry. We're Sora, Donald, and Goofy.
Hey there.
Sora, Donald, Goofy, we just met someone who was looking for you.
He sure seemed in a hurry. He had a black coat on, so I couldn't see his face. But he had these big round ears.
Where'd you see him?
At the station.
The station, thanks.
Well, you'd better get back to that assignment.
Later.
Oh boy, the kid's trying to find us.
Yeah, let's get to the station.
Sounds good. Go ahead and save. We're not going to go for too much longer, but I do think there is a good spot we can stop a little later on, so we'll get where we need to go eventually. Alright. Also, I must say, I was quite jealous of back in the day when I first played this game that Sora didn't understand what homework was. I wish that was me too. I wish I didn't have to deal with homework.
Hey, you. Where'd you come from? You here to pick a fight with us or something?
Fight? We're not here to fight.
Okay, smart Alex. Time to teach you how to behave in my town. Bring it.
Man, what a jerk.
One moment. If you're gonna fight, why not make it a proper struggle?
What?
You see, Cypher, I'm a really big fan.
What? What do you want?
In other words, I want to see more of your super cool moves. You handled the tournament with real style, and you absolutely dominated the title match. But I just can't get enough. Don't you see? The matches are far too short. And what's your name?
Sora.
Sora, if you want to fight a match, you just say the word.
Alright then, well, we avoided getting into a street brawl, which is good, I guess. 10 years from now? Okay, sure. Yeah, so this will be something that will happen later, if we so wanted to. We can buy some items. We're pretty good on items, I think. But the weapon shop is open now. We can buy new weapons for Donald and Goofy. These really aren't that much of an improvement, so I think I'm gonna hold off for now. Gotta get some more money. But hey, there's some treasure scattered around here. Got a potion. But yeah, this is just a real good opportunity to move around and explore, because we're not going to be able to come back to Twilight Town in any capacity for a long time. I could, but I won't. Got a high potion. That's just a regular old potion. But hey, more potions are always good. Uh-oh, bees. Well, I mean, that's one way to deal with it, just absolutely fry them with electricity, but you know what? It's some money. Unfortunately, bees do not give much experience. Got a tent. We can use that to fully recover our HP and MP whenever we want, as long as we're not in a fight. That's the important part. Imagine trying to pitch a tent during a battle, that'd be really funny. Got an AP boost. Yeah, prepare for that. We're going to be seeing plenty of those scattered throughout our adventure, which is good, because we're going to need a lot of them. Got a mithril shard. I guess now, with Donald and Goofy in the party, this is a good time to explain, we've got a mithril shard, that the camera has been pulled back. it's probably something that you've noticed already, but it's really obvious when you've got party members. Because it's like, now we can actually see them, and we're not all bunched up right on Sora. I will admit, I definitely didn't have a problem with the camera in Kingdom Hearts 1, and some people would argue that, at least thematically, it's a bit better, but I just love the increased range of motion, and the fact that it's not completely bunched up on Sora. Actually, what am I doing? I need to check to make sure, as long as we're here, that I can go into the woods, because there's a few more treasure chests there. But yeah, Kingdom Hearts 2's prologue is pretty slow-paced. It is one thing I will say about Kingdom Hearts 1 is that even if you don't know what you're doing, it doesn't take quite as long to get to, you know, the main meat of the gameplay. Here, the game definitely takes its time, which I definitely appreciate more than I did when I first played this game. I can say that. I was one of those people who complained that it was too long. Alright. That should be all good. Alright, so let's just go ahead to where we actually need to go. Oh, we should stop here. At Jesse's accessory shop. So we can buy ability rings if we need them. Don't think we do right now. We are a little cash strapped. And unfortunately, fighting nothing but bees is not going to get us where we need to be. Updating job information. Please come back later, okay? We've got a much more important job to do. Large items could fit in this garage. Oh! Oh yeah, the symbol. Sora doesn't recognize it. No matter. We'll solve this problem the best way we know how. Defeat all the strange enemies. So yeah, this fight is a little unusual in that... Oh, Goofy's max AP went up. That's not what's unusual. This fight will end either after a minute and a half has passed, or if Sora's HP drops too low. But this is a really good opportunity to rack up some experience, so we're gonna go for it. Donald's magic went up. But yeah, Goofy's only attack skill currently is called Goofy Bash, which lets him throw his shield at an enemy like a frisbee. It'll stun the enemy in place and rack up lots of mini hits. It's a pretty good attack. But unfortunately, we do not have access to the reversal reaction command right now, so we'll just have to do... Sora's magic and max AP went up. Good job, Goofy. Goofy's strength went up. Just keep swinging. Donald's strength and max AP went up. Oh, that's the end of that. That was good. We got like 2 levels. shiny.
Your Majesty?
Shh. You gotta board the train and leave town. The train knows the way. Here.
Your Majesty!
The king? Was that really him?
It could have been. Yep, I know it was.
Now we know it's okay.
The king was locked in the realm of darkness, right?
Uh-huh.
But we just saw him.
Yep.
And if the king is here, that means Riku's here.
He's gotta be.
Well, I'm gonna go look for Riku. Then he and I can go back to the islands together. Kairi's there waiting for us. What are you two gonna do?
Oh. Gosh, Sora, do you have to ask?
Hey, what's so funny?
Your face. What do you say, guys? Let's stick together for one more journey. To where again?
We have to board the train.
Oh, yeah. Come on.
Obtained the money pouch, a pouch from the king. There's 5,000 money inside for some reason. Obtained a crystal orb, a pretty crystal. It sparkles brightly when held up to the sun. Obtained secret Ansem report 2, a secret report written by Ansem that can be viewed in Jiminy's journal.
Wait up!
Huh?
Hey, Sora?
What?
Nothing, but...
We came to see you off. It just seemed like something we ought to do.
Oh. Really? Thanks.
You should hurry and get your tickets.
Right.
Huh? What is it?
They're the same.
Yeah.
Oh, that's weird. Good thing we won't touch on that for a while.
3 tickets, please. I can't help feeling like we won't see this town again.
Why not?
You're thinking too much.
Yeah, you're right.
Oh, we can just leave if we want to. Okay. Yeah, as Goofy was saying, this is our last chance, so make sure you've picked up any treasure you've wanted. There's not really any way to gain experience, I don't think, so we'll just, bound for Sunset Station. Bound for, I don't know. Oh yes, a mysterious train that is not represented on, like, the timetables in any way, shape, or form. That's definitely up to code. Got a mithril shard. I think that's pretty much it. It's full of ice cream sticks. The Seaside Festival is here. It's full of ice cream sticks. These people eat way too much ice cream. Everyone's gonna get diabetes. Alright, well, we met and then said farewell to a mysterious young man known as Roxas. And, well, Sora, Donald, and Goofy are now back in action. What's in store for them? What's this journey gonna hold? I don't know, but it's gonna be great finding out. So thank you for stopping by, everybody. I hope you enjoyed yourselves. If you'd like to stay up to date on the things that I do, please consider following. I'd appreciate it. I also have a Discord that you can see in my information panels. But for now, this is the Defender signing out. See you later.